Hello everyone, welcome to Abdul's Driving TV, and today we're talking about a very serious subject: fines. Trust me, we do not want to get fines in the UK. So first of all, there's a fine called a bus lane fine. Like, you can get a fine for following a bus lane. I think everyone that drives from experience should know this. So basically, it means you are not allowed to follow a bus lane. So you have to look at the signboard. The signboards are usually like this. Some signboards come in different forms. Like, it can tell you the bus lane time is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. for example. So anything outside that time, it is fine to use. All those kind of signs are seen in big cities like London, Birmingham, Manchester, depends. But as a safety precaution, I don't follow the bus lane because I have a phobia for getting fines. I don't want to get a fine. So that is just it. There are bus lanes that they don't write anything. They just say it's a bus lane and they show a camera sign. The bus lane has a camera sign, and trust me, the cameras are always working. So it's advisable you look at the signboard, and if you're not sure, don't follow the bus lane. The next fine I'm going to talk about are the parking fines. If you park and you don't pay for the parking, you get a fine. These are usually in the city centers. If you park on the street and it's a parking street, like to pay for parking streets, you have to pay for it. If you don't pay for it, expect a fine coming through. And all those private fines too, like if you go park in a private facility, they will tell you through the signs that, oh, you have to pay for parking and this is the amount. But if you don't pay for parking, or you just drive out anytime you like, you can get a fine for that. So far they have cameras there, and most times they usually do have cameras. So another form of parking that you can do and you can get a fine is parking on the streets where there's a double yellow line. The double yellow lines are like this straight. If you park on a double yellow line and the warden sees your car, you're not there, you 100% get a fine. And once they start processing the fine, they don't go back on it. So you have to be very, very careful about that. Also, parking on single lines and they're like this, depending on the area, they might write it that will park for 20 minutes or don't park for 20 minutes. So you have to make sure you don't exceed the time when you're parking in those areas, because you could get a fine for parking. The next fine we're going to be talking about is the one-way fine. Yeah, that is driving against one way. You get a fine for that, trust me. And you have to be careful when using the maps. The next fine I'm going to talk about is the speed limit fine. Yes, I know the people that like driving very fast on the road will not be happy about this, but this is the rules anyway. So there's a speed limit in the UK. Like, every road has a speed limit, like 30, 50, and the national speed limit, which is 70. If you pass the speed limit, you will get a fine for that, and 3 points on your license, depending on how far above the speed limit you go. So let's say, for example, you're driving on a 30-mile-per-hour road and you drive like 40 miles, you're getting a fine and you're getting 3 points on your license. That is how serious it can be. But if you like drive over 30 miles, let's say 35 miles for example, you get a fine. And if you've not done a speed awareness course, they'll tell you to go do a speed awareness course and teach you how to not basically speed. And you can only do it once for 2 years. Like, within 2 years, you can't come back more than once within 2 years for the speed awareness course. So if you get caught again speeding, then you get to fine again and get points in your license, and you will not want points on the license. And most times, if the police is around the area and you're speeding, yes, you're going to get stopped and you get a fine and points. And also the cameras, through that's the most effective way of getting caught, especially the average speed cameras. And speed cameras, these are usually found in the motorways and the dual carriageways. So for people that like driving fast and moving fast, you need to relax and you need to calm down when driving and just obey the speed limit. It's not that hard and it's that simple. So the last but not the least is the red light fine. I call it the red light fine because if you beat the red light, you get a fine for it and you also get points for it. That is very, very tricky. So you have to make sure that the light is green or at most amber when you're crossing. So don't cross when it is red, because you're beating the traffic light. And most times, if the police see you beating a traffic light, you're gonna get stopped, and that will not be good. And there are places in the UK that have red light cameras. The map will tell you, if you have a map and there's signboards on the area, that there's a red light camera at this place. So it is made for people that try to dig traffic light and probably they've caused lots of accidents, so they put those red light cameras at those spots. So once you beat those cameras, you're definitely getting a fine and 3 points, and I'm not sure that is very good for anyone that wants that. And that comes to the end of today's video. Don't forget to drive safe and be careful while driving on the road. Make sure you know the rules. This is Abdul's Driving TV, written as Abdul_driving_TV. Thank you very much.